Good morning. Even now, as we're celebrating, we're in a library, so everyone's so quiet. It's okay, we're a little loud today. It's great to be here to celebrate. You know, we are so happy to be reopening this space to community. Not only is our staff excited to be here, so if you are staff, raise your hand so we give you a round of applause. Yay, to our library staff. And of course, the amazing upgrades here couldn't be done without our city workers. You know, so if you had a hand in putting some work into this building, can you raise your hands? All right. So the work here was done in a short 6 months. You know, I don't know if you all have any experience or know all with in regards to construction time, but 6 months, that's a killer amount of time. And so Oakland gets things done quickly if we have strong and good partners, and we had really strong partners in regards to this project, and that was our voters. Thank you to the voters of Measure KK. Yes. You know, post-pandemic, we all know that libraries mean more than just getting books and checking them out, or or any of the electronics that you can check out here in the library. It's a place where community can actually build together. It is a place where people can come in when it's too cold. It is a place where people can come in to get respite when the air is not good enough outside, you know? And so our libraries have become so much more than just checking out books. And even before even before the pandemic, I utilized the libraries when I was in elementary as a place of refuge. You know, after school, when my parents were not home, I needed a place where I felt safe. Whether it's from the bullies, whether it's from the weather, whether I just wanted to have a more quiet space because there were, 9 other siblings at home. So libraries is a refuge to many of our community members, our young people, our seniors, and everyone all around. And so with that being said, I also want to acknowledge that Jamie Turbak, right here, she is our library director. And I want to acknowledge that she actually started with the city of Oakland as a shelver 20 years ago. Wow. 20 years ago. So let's give Jamie a round of applause. So with that being said, this library is just not reopening, but the Oakland History Center is also opening. And so please get the word out so that people could come and receive their tours or what have you. With that being said, I will be turning the mic over to Council President Nikki Fortunato-Bass.
Thank you, Mayor Powell. I just want to reiterate how critical our libraries are for our entire communities. You know, we still remember some of those days during COVID, and our libraries were, one of the frontline places. We were able to adapt really quickly to make sure that as we were all sheltering in place, we still provided services, virtual services. And so it's been really amazing for me to see how resilient our librarians and all the support staff are in meeting the needs of our communities. Like so many people, I have my own story about the main library. My daughter and I spent a lot of time in the children's section, a lot of time sitting on the floor, reading books, trying to figure out how many books we could take home. And I think so many of us have that story. This is also a place where our unhoused community comes. It's a place where our seniors come. And the library has been really on the cutting edge of providing services that meet people's needs very creatively. And so, like Mayor Tao, I want to make sure that we appreciate every single one of our library workers, as well as the amazing workers who were able to upgrade this facility. This is a true gem. And it's so exciting to keep our main library open and also to make sure it has the upgrades, because without electricity, without heat, without all of the basics to keep this actual structure running, we can't provide the services. And thank you again to the voters who approved Measure KK as well as Measure U so we can continue to upgrade our facilities. Thank you all, and I look forward to cutting this ribbon. I will hand the mic over to Councilmember Fife. The border of our districts used to actually be 14th Street. And now with redistricting, this is no longer my district, it is now District 3, Councilmember Fife.
Yes. is my district, yes it is. But it is our treasure, right? I think we all know that. I think the residents of Oakland understand the importance of libraries. When I was a kid, I remember being 3 and 4 years old and my mother taking me to our local neighborhood library for story time. It was like movies. I don't know what kids like these days. But story time at the library, where I would have all new people that I didn't know coming from all different schools all around the city, was like exciting, and it was new, and I appreciate that till this day. And as a former educator, it's also a place where I brought my students from my school when I homeschooled, as well as some of my other after-school students that I would keep until their parents got home, as a place where we would come, we would rent videos. Y'all can rent videos. I'm dating myself by saying we used to rent videotapes from, and check out DVDs and videos from the Oakland Public Library. But this is also the place where I was able to use a computer when I couldn't afford a computer at home, and came here to build my resume and got my first job because of that at the Port of Oakland over 25 years ago. From just working and using this library as a resource. So I am proud and honored to be a part of this ribbon cutting today, understanding that so many people will benefit in the same way that my family and myself have benefited from the Oakland Public Library. This is a treasure for all of the city staff who participated in making this a reality, to the state who helped with our grant, the matching funds from our bond measures. This is a tangible reality to what voters can do, and we got done ahead of schedule. Come on now, Oakland. We can do things, and we can do beautiful, amazing things for our residents, and I'm happy to be here with you all today. Thank you. And I will be bringing up ACA Duffy as our next speaker to give us some words as well. Thank you.
Great, thank you, council member. And I just want to quickly say that the library system itself is a place for everyone. So a city is established by a charter, but a library really is the brain that allows a city citizens to grow. As a former city manager, I would always tell people, go to the library, and then you will see what the community looks like. And the library has access for everyone. And so as a former public works director for the city, public works, we have a saying that public works is everywhere. And so public works is actually the responsible party for all of the vertical infrastructure throughout the city of Oakland. And so I want the public works team that was responsible for this library to please raise your hand for the renovation. And so there really is an amazing partnership with the city of Oakland. I just very quickly want to tell you, we're applying for a state grant. Public Works was a while back. And one of my managers came to me and said, we need a grant writer. I said, listen, in my 30-year career, I learned that the best grant writers are librarians. So go and ask Jamie. So Jamie helped write the grant. Wow. We got $6 million in mini park grants throughout the city. And the state said, the best grant they have ever seen. Clarity and everything. So thank you, Jamie, for the partnership. And so this is one of many projects that we will be delivering from Measure KK, Measure U funding over the next 5 years. So be very proud, Oakland, that the city, your leaders have developed an infrastructure system to allow the residents to really thrive. Thank you very much. And I'll turn it over to Jamie.
Okay, well, thank you again, everyone. I just want to say a couple more words about the history of the library system. So the Oakland Public Library system is the second oldest in the state of California. Our collections go back to about 1898 or so. This building was built after World War II. It was finished in 1951. There's a lovely poster that I hope you take a look at that indicates how much the bond to build this building cost. I think you'll be surprised. And it hasn't really had an upgrade since
1951. So it was getting a little worn and tired, and the refresh included the electrical upgrades. The electrical system, I tell people we used to turn the lights on and off by switching the breakers, and sometimes they would spark at us. So it was really, the systems needed to be upgraded for the modern age. When this building was built, we didn't have the internet, obviously. People didn't need to charge their cell phones, and so we put in a lot of electrical. The lighting, akin with global warming, and this building did not have air conditioning, so we put window film on, we put the giant fans you'll see, efficient lighting, and all that allows the building to be cooler when it's hot in the summer. And then there's air conditioning now in the meeting room, so we can serve as a cooling center if we have a heat wave in the summer. So a lot of infrastructure, systems pieces to this building, as well as just trying to refresh the furniture, add comfort seating, and redo the floors and paint. And so it looks really nice. The contractors for this project were Marcon, and Haley in the black shirt was our project manager on site, and she did an amazing, amazing job, worked really, really hard to deliver this project on time. We have a tremendous, the furniture was done by Ross McDonald. He's been a fabulous partner for a long, long time. He does really great work. We had our architect, Adam, is back there. He did a great job. We had really strong project manager. Tess Kavanaugh is over there. Thank you so much, Tess. And just so many, many, many hands. On the library side, I want to really give a big call out to Nina Lindsay, who's the associate director. She's sitting there right. She really, all this staff, while this was closed, got deployed to the branches, and everybody was really flexible and wonderful. So just thank you to all of our partners. Everybody really pulled hard together and rowed in the same direction, and we got it done. So thank you. And we want to give a really huge thank you to our friends of the Oakland Public Library who support us financially. They also paid for the furniture. Winifred Walters is a former board member. She's here to represent. And then we have our library commission, which is wonderful. And we have one of our newest commissioners, Ms. Cobb is here. Thank you. So thank you to all of them as well. Now, shall we cut a ribbon?
Yes.
All right.